Sup, I'm Julian, and I play video games. Now, video games have impacted my and many other people's lives. The first video game I've played is one I feel not enough people know about. It's a real shame because I'd say this is better than most modern games I've played, and that's not just me being nostalgia blind. So, what is this supposed great game that introduced me to the gaming world? Well, if you were a PS2 gamer back in the day and saw the thumbnail, you may already know I'm talking about the Sly Cooper series. The Sly Cooper series takes place in a world of anthropomorphic animals, following a gang of thieves that only steal from other thieves, going by the names of Sly, Bentley, and Murray. Picture this: a raccoon with style, a sassy turtle know-it-all, and a fat hippo rustler who drives a van in a demolition derby. Not your typical gang, right? But that's the beauty of Sly Cooper. You see, these characters were my OG crew, and their antics were the stuff of legend.
Behold, the moon spirit rises.
You know, for the longest time, I based my personality off of Bentley. Still kinda do. So here's the story of the game in a nutshell, so things make sense. The raccoon guy I mentioned earlier, yeah, that's Sly Cooper. His entire family is this clan of thieves that only steal from other thieves, because stealing from normal people is boring. They log all their stories and techniques in this book that's been passed down from generations, called
The Thievius Raccoonus.
And just when Sly was supposed to inherit the Thingus Rackamagoocus, a bunch of weirdos pulled up and beat his dad to death. He ended up in an orphanage, and that's where he met his two best friends. Anyway, they grew up to be criminals. Now for the bad guys. Firstly, we have someone who isn't a bad guy, but an antagonist. Carmelita Fox, a police officer chasing after the Cooper gang. Meanwhile, Sly is actually in love with her. It's a whole thing. She's kind of an antagonist-protagonist, because she's teamed up with the Cooper gang several times. In fact, they team up in every game.
Look, Sly, for once, let's cut the flirty chit-chat and get down to business. I need an experienced tail gunner. Jump in and grab the gun. We've got a bird to take down.
That's not flirty chit-chat?
Oh yeah, there's also a lot of degeneracy surrounding her. Well, they kind of brought it upon themselves in the first game, but then the fourth game took the joke too far.
Okay, Carmelita, we need you to distract those guards and get them away from that door.
No.
Yeah, bust a move, Carmelita.
Wait. Wait.
On to the actual bad guys. We've got the main villain, Clockwork, a giant owl, so consumed by hatred and jealousy for the Cooper clan that he replaced his body with machinery to hunt them down for eternity. Dr. M, a monkey that used to work with Sly's dad, but now hates him and his family for some reason. And Le Paradox, a skunk with Clockwork's motivation but watered down. He's the antagonist of the fourth game. Nobody likes the fourth game. Oh yeah, I forgot about Neela, the antagonist of the second game. You know, now that I think about it, she never really did have a good character motivation besides wanting to be immortal, and her backstory is just... Wait, her backstory? Neela grew up a poor child in New Delhi and scammed her way into an exclusive British university. While there, she used her strong powers of persuasion to create a homework ring of other students to do her work for her. When the ring was broken and she was discovered, the authorities were so impressed with her skills that they offered her a job at Interpol. They believed she could get inside the head of the criminal element. Constable Neela is a very charming person who is capable of instilling trust in anyone she speaks with. Yeah, her backstory is also crap. Don't worry, I'm not just going to talk about the story. There's a lot to say about the gameplay. So the first game is surprisingly the most unique of all four, because they had this sort of open world type thing in the second game, which they stuck to the rest of the series with, but still, the first game. The first game feels like Crash Bandicoot with slightly more mechanics. It's a 3D platformer, it has linear levels, and you die in one hit without a special power-up. But Sly isn't some insane mutant bandicoot. He's a master raccoon thief with cool thieving abilities, like climbing, walking along edges, sitting on sharp pointy objects, and grinding on rails. Every good 3D platformer has a rail grind. So yeah, the first game had sort of that Crash Bandicoot style gameplay, but then they found their own style in the second game. They added a semi-open world type system, where you travel across multiple of these small cities, and certain icons will pop up as quests progressing the story. Hey, that kind of reminds me of another game, but I can't quite put my finger on it. And yeah, the second game basically defined the style of gameplay for the rest of the series, and I have to say, it's really cool. Then, after that, the third game, my personal favorite in the series, took the second game and decided that it needed more pizzazz, and so, it got that pizzazz. The third game isn't too different from the second game from a general point of view. However, it does certainly add extra content with fun mini-games and new characters you can play as in special missions. And last, we have the fourth game. It's bad. That's it, next segment. The music is so the fourth game. It's like the third game, but the graphics are better and the tone is more childish and it's a lot more stupid. The story, in my opinion, is alright, but I'm not a fan of the out-of-nowhere plot twist with Penelope and the love triangles between Sly, Carmelita, and his ancestors. Why are these here? Ugh. Also, it ended on a cliffhanger that was too big to just ignore. Meanwhile, we're never getting a fifth game. Okay, can I go to the next segment now? Okay, this is the last thing I wanted to talk about because I know all of you don't care. The music in this game. Chef's kiss, it's so good. They do such a good job at suspenseful scenes by using xylophones and very few other instruments like in Gunboat Graveyard. They can also capture that bad guy swagger by... well, I don't even know how they got it to sound this good. Just listen to it! The pirate music. And also this. And there you have it, folks, the Sly Cooper series, my childhood gaming legend. Each game had its own charm and challenge. Not you, no one likes you. Whether you're a Sly Cooper veteran or considering diving in, by emulation or spending $1 million on a retro console, I hope you enjoyed my extremely stupid trip down memory lane. So, with that, my name's Julian, and I'll see you next time. Boom, I am so good at outros, you don't even know. You can't compare. I am too good.